Get some eyes. Oh my god! Oh my god! Lo encontré, bro! Lo encontré! Lo encontré!
A bird that hasn't been seen in thousands of years. Check it out.
Lo encontré! Lo encontré, bro! Lo encontré! Lo encontré!
The video supposedly shows a phoenix, a legendary bird that dies in flames and is reborn from its ashes. The uploader claims it's a rare sighting, but it's unclear whether it's a real phoenix, a previously unknown bird species, or CGI. No similar birds were found in nature, and viewers are invited to share their thoughts. A strange creature is shown lying on a table with grotesque facial and body features that don't match any known creature on Earth, prompting viewers to question what it could be. The comment section of the original post was buzzing with opinions and theories, with one notable comment suggesting that if mermaids exist, this creature might be a more accurate representation of them. This led to speculation that it could either be a fantastic creature of the sea, lurking in deep waters beyond human understanding, or simply another hoax. Footage from Utah shows a tall, dark-furred creature with long arms moving through the woods. Some are skeptical, thinking it might be a person in a ghillie suit on stilts because of the metallic sounding steps. Others note its unusual limbs and upright movement don't match a bear, leading some to believe it could be Bigfoot. The sighting adds to the ongoing mystery of the forests. Someone goes to a restaurant and the fresh meat served to them starts moving and falls to the floor, creating a creepy, horror movie-like situation. People debate whether it's caused by residual nerve activity in the meat or just a sign that it's extremely fresh. The unsettling moment raises the question of whether you would still cook and eat the meat. While hiking in Oriental Moro, Philippines, Jessica Soho saw a pair of large, glowing eyes staring out from the darkness inside a cave.
Ayoko. Pero ano lang, cellphone lang. Baka lumabas bigla. Ayan. Meron pa baga? Ayun o. Andiyan pa rin? Oo. Ayun o.
The video quickly went viral, and viewers speculated that the eyes might belong to a large cat like a panther or lynx. However, neither of these animals is native to the area, making the sighting even more mysterious. No one dared to enter the cave to investigate, leaving everyone wondering what could have been hiding inside. Footage from a snowy mountain shows the silhouette of a being far larger than a normal human, making it easily visible from a distance. This has sparked speculation that it could be a giant or the legendary Yeti. Some theorists even suggest a possible conspiracy, claiming giants might inhabit remote regions and their existence is being hidden by secret organizations. A person living along Highway 16 in the middle of British Columbia, also called the Highway of Tears, woke up one night to a strange, spooky sound coming through the darkness. Since the 1960s, indigenous women and girls have gone missing along this part of the highway. Some were found dead, but many were never seen again. People around here say the land itself seems soaked in sorrow. Some believe the sounds are ghostly cries, while others think they're just animals. With such a past, it's hard to know for sure. Scientists around the world have been searching for dinosaur DNA, hoping to recover the genetic material of these ancient creatures. Recently, someone captured intriguing footage of a mysterious creature at a riverside location. Most of its body was hidden beneath the surface, but its tail, upper face, and back were visible. While some believe it might be a crocodile, others think it is a dinosaur. This is unlike anything anyone's seen before. It looks like a humanoid figure with mechanical parts and wings. Its legs move, but the face shows no signs of life. There's no natural skin or flesh. Some think it's just a toy, while conspiracy theorists suggest it could be a living being from another plane. A science expert, meanwhile, believes it's probably staged to fool the paranormal community. Some fishermen posted an image of a bizarre creature they caught, which looks like a fish with scales, but has a head shaped like a pig, complete with a snout, ears, and eyes. The unusual find has puzzled many. Some suggest it could be a rare deformity or a hybrid species, while others speculate it might be a previously unknown species. Folklore also tells of hybrid creatures in the waters, leaving people wondering whether this is one of those legendary beings or just an anomaly of nature. At around 2 a.m., a woman called her friend to get permission to visit an old, long-abandoned cabin tucked deep in the woods on private land. Over the years, only wildlife had wandered inside. While exploring, they came across a few unsettling things, but nothing outright terrifying. The really strange occurrence happened after they left. As they sat in the back of the truck recording their ride, that's when they heard it. A chilling scream pierced the air. The woman claimed it sounded exactly like her mother's voice, but her mother was sitting right there beside her in the truck. Even now, they have no explanation for who or what could have made that sound. A drone captured footage of a dark, upright, bipedal creature in the woods. At first glance, it might look like a bear, but its long, sinewy limbs and proportions don't match a bear's build. The person who filmed it believes they may have just seen Bigfoot, though opinions vary between believers and skeptics. Gigantic black strands were seen floating on the ocean's surface. At first, they looked like wigs, and the idea that mermaids were shedding their hair came to mind. After researching, it turned out they weren't wigs. Many commenters correctly identified them as kelp. Kelp is a type of large brown seaweed that thrives in cold, nutrient-rich waters and grows in underwater forests along coastlines. These forests can extend from the ocean floor to the surface, where kelp fronds form a thick, dense canopy. Kelp can grow up to 60 meters long, making it one of the fastest-growing plants in the world. Kelp forests provide food and shelter for numerous marine organisms, including fish, crabs, and sea urchins. However, storms, strong currents, or other factors can detach kelp from the sea floor, causing it to float to the surface and form large clumps or mats, like the ones observed. So, no wigs, disappointing for mermaid fans. In Fairfield, Ohio, footage shows a man running. It's not because of an earthquake or thieves. It's something much more ominous and sinister. A man has been hearing spine-chilling sounds coming from the woods and doesn't know their source. When the sounds grew louder, he went outside to gather evidence, which is why the footage shows him running. He insists the sounds were far more terrifying in real life, and the uploader of the footage believes it might be Bigfoot. While hiking deep in the forest, a man stumbled upon a small cave-like structure made entirely of twigs and sticks. It looked deliberately built, as if someone or something had crafted it on purpose. When he peeked inside, he saw a huge white paw resting there. Surprised, he pulled out his phone to film it and later shared the video online. The paw's size and strange white fur left people guessing. Some think it's a bear, while others in the paranormal community suggest it could be the legendary dogman or some unknown creature. What's your take on it? A Reddit user recently explored an abandoned town at night, but what they came across was absolutely terrifying.
Oy, güey, si oye que están hablando, güey. Oy. Oigan. Hola. Oy. Oy.
Para allá, güey. Yo lo escucho para acá, carnal.
Sí, para allá se escucha, güey. Niña, ¿puedes venir a jugar con nosotros?
Uy, la Choy.
Uy, güey, me
Está
dio
hablando, güey.
escalofrío, güey. Está hablando, güey. No mames. Está hablando, güey.
From the darkness, they started hearing the sound of children laughing and talking. The eerie sounds raised some unsettling questions. How could there be children in such a deserted place? Some think it might be paranormal, like voices from the past or spirits of former residents. Others argue it could be a natural sound or just an illusion, but the creepy setting makes it hard to rule out something supernatural. There's a video of a black monkey acting like any normal monkey, but its face looks oddly human. People are really curious about it, wondering if the monkey's healthy or how its family treats it. The person who posted it is asking viewers to share their thoughts in the comments. An individual ventured deep into the woods at night to capture footage, unaware that the trip would turn terrifying. On the forest floor, they encountered a bizarre creature crawling along the ground with a head resembling a skull. As they approached, an even more horrifying figure emerged from the darkness, a humanoid body with a goat skull head, shrouded in obscurity. The creature charged at the filmmaker, filling them with sheer dread and forcing a hasty retreat from the nightmarish encounter. In this intriguing footage, trees are seen swaying in response to strong winds. A common occurrence during windy weather. However, a closer look at the ground reveals an unexpected phenomenon. It appears as though the roots of the trees are lifting off the ground as the wind blows. This is surprising because trees usually stay firmly in place due to their roots, which provide stability and support. Seeing the roots lift off the ground goes against what we know about how trees are securely anchored. Viewers are left wondering, could the trees be fake, or could it be that the roots aren't deep? While walking through the forest, Reddit user Grouch suddenly noticed something unsettling. A figure standing eerily still among the trees, pale and featureless, giving it the appearance of a mysterious creature lurking in the woods. Summoning his courage to take a closer look, he discovered it was just a scarecrow, an unusually creepy one. In the video, a white lion is seen scratching at the door, a terrifying thought, since there's no escaping a lion up close. After reviewing the footage, some suggest the lion is domesticated and may have been trying to reach its owner's quarters, possibly even attempting to turn the doorknob. In the wild, predators and prey have a natural relationship, with predators hunting for food. This clip captures that interaction in action. A frog tries to catch a flying insect with its tongue, but instead of the insect being caught, it gets stuck on the frog's tongue and lifts the frog into the air. This unusual reversal challenges the typical predator-prey dynamic and raises questions about the insect's size and strength, suggesting it could be a super insect or a rare anomaly in nature. An explorer tried checking out an abandoned building, but got spooked before going in. The entrance was padlocked, so he held up his camera to peek inside. In the dark, he spotted a creature with eyes glowing like burning embers. The moment it saw him, it lunged menacingly, making him back off. The footage cuts off there, leaving viewers wondering if he's okay, but since he uploaded the video, he's probably fine. While at a lake, a group of kids found a huge, lifeless fish in the water. The creature has sharp teeth and resembles a shark, but its decomposing skin makes identification difficult. It's too small to be a whale and too large to be a dolphin, leaving its exact species unknown. A few years ago, Beck, Matthew, and Tyler decided to explore a sewer tunnel near their neighborhood. Initially, a police officer spotted them and forced them to leave, but their curiosity got the better of them, and they returned later, parking farther away. Flashlights in hand, they entered the dark tunnel and immediately noticed something unusual, a freshly spray-painted date on the wall. Then, something unexpected happened.
Oh, I see a light down there, you see it?
I think I saw movement. Wait. What was that? Hello?
So keep going?
Can we keep going?
Move forward. Bro. Dude, and these icicles can like impale you, dude. Look how long.
A sharp crack echoed from deeper within the tunnel. Panic set in, and they bolted, but Beck soon realized he had dropped his phone. Hesitant, they turned back to retrieve it, only to be startled once more by something unexpected.
I feel like my got like a little emptier over here. Like somewhere over here. Giant down here. We have to go over here this way.
No, dude, that's when we the noise.
Do I have to go back there?
You're going first, bro.
I know, yeah, we're not leading the way. Yeah, somebody else lead the way, please.
No, it's your phone.
It must have hit like here or something.
What was it? Do you remember what?
Later that night, their doorbell rang twice, but when they went to check, nobody was there. Just a coincidence. Or did something come out of that tunnel with them? YouTuber Monsterfish. 5000 had a peculiar experience in Oklahoma and shared it with his audience. In the dim distance near a streetlight, he spotted something unusual, a humanoid figure that initially seemed invisible, but then emerged from the shadows. The creature wore a dark robe and had an eerie, pale head. Upon zooming in, its features, a green complexion, pointed ears, and a prominent nose, resembled a goblin. The footage quickly went viral, captivating viewers with its spine-chilling aura. Eventually, it was revealed to be an elaborate hoax, a promotional stunt using Dawn goblin masks. Even knowing this, the footage remains unsettling. A farmer in Mexico came across a peculiar, small humanoid creature, dried up and curled, with an unusually large skull. People offered various theories. Some thought it was a miscarried fetus of an unknown animal. Others guessed it might be an alien, and some believed it was a dendi, a tricky creature from Mexican folklore. To this day, its true identity remains unknown. While walking along a supposedly haunted road near a forest, this uploader decided to film a video about the area's spooky history. They stopped at a spot where, according to local legend, a girl's body had been found, and out of nowhere, something creepy showed up in the shot.
Buenas noches, oigan, fíjense que vine a visitar aquí a un hermano. Dicen que aquí, miren, les voy a mostrar. Parecer aquí anda una morrilla. Que anda una niña aquí en este baldío que supuestamente mataron hace muchos años, pero resulta que hijo de su puta madre, ¿qué es esa? Pero
the uploader saw the silhouette of a little girl in white, standing completely still in the dark. Spooked, they ran off, unsure of what they had just seen. A man was camping alone in the woods when he heard one of the most terrifying screams of his life. Something that didn't sound human. He grabbed his camera to try and record it, but ended up capturing something even creepier. After uploading the footage, viewers noticed a spooky face hovering just over his shoulder, something he hadn't seen at the time. He went on with his trip, unaware of it, and while nothing else unusual happened, the video definitely left a lasting impression. Could he have accidentally caught a ghost on camera? A thermal camera caught some unsettling footage late at night. A huge figure suddenly appears, running with enormous strides and massive arms swinging in rhythm. The creature looks at least 7 to 8 feet tall. Considering the time, place, size, and unusual gait, it doesn't seem human. The person who filmed it thinks it could very well be the legendary Bigfoot. An individual recently captured footage of a very peculiar creature resembling a plant, though its exact classification is unknown. The creature has a star-shaped body with multiple tentacles extending from the center, each featuring root-like structures. At its center, there's a small hole that appears to be used for feeding or breathing, and the creature sometimes inserts its root-like tentacles into this hole. No one knows for sure what the creature is doing, leaving paranormal communities baffled. Some speculate it could be an undiscovered species, while others think it might be a CGI creation meant to gain attention. A hiker caught something really unusual on camera in this clip.
sweet. Huh.
trees and branches were bending and breaking for no apparent reason. There was no wind, no people, no animals, just the forest acting like something unseen was moving through it. The footage doesn't seem fake or staged, and no one has a solid explanation. Even after countless replays and theories, it just doesn't make any sense. An enthusiastic explorer searching for creatures from the fairy realm captured footage of one supposedly returning to its habitat after the rain. The creature, standing at least 1 to 2 feet tall, has long limbs and a slender build. It is highly active, alert, and quick to react to potential danger from predators, scientists, or explorers. Many viewers believe the footage shows a real fairy creature, though some suspect it might be CGI. While hiking alone on a mountain trail, Eric got caught on a dark, rainy path as the sun set. Trying to make light of the situation, he recorded a video for his friends, but unknowingly, something was following him in the shadows.
At this point, it's literally just me, light, my battery pack.
A pair of glowing eyes appeared in the shadows behind him, but Eric didn't notice. He stayed unharmed, though he was deeply unsettled when he later realized that something, maybe an animal, had been following him. At an outdoor cafe, a passerby spotted an enormous bat hanging from the ceiling with its wings spread wide, its dark shape catching attention. Bats vary in size and species, with some growing quite large, and they play vital roles in ecosystems, such as pollinating plants and controlling insect populations. Although mainly nocturnal and known to roost in caves or trees, it's not unusual to find them hanging from the ceilings of outdoor structures. They are generally harmless to humans and only become aggressive if threatened. 2 Bigfoot enthusiasts went out at night to explore well-known Bigfoot hotspots, bringing a heat sensor with them. During their exploration, they caught a heat signature and soon noticed a pair of glowing eyes seemingly stalking them from a distance. They believed the eyes belonged to a Bigfoot, but the creature fled before they could capture clear footage, leaving only the image of the glowing eyes. This footage, reportedly from 1987 near a volcano, shows a strange creature. Its lower body consists of many leg-like structures resembling roots, while its upper body appears eerily human, with a visible head and shoulders. The creature moves in a mechanical, unnatural way, making it look unreal. What do you think? In this video, a weird bald creature is seen munching on something on the ground. As soon as it spots the camera, it stares right at it. It doesn't match any known cryptid or paranormal creature, making people wonder if it's a night creature, a demon, or just a hoax. Its real nature is a mystery. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Late at night, a group of hikers wandered through a remote cemetery deep in the woods. One of them later shared on Reddit that they had the eerie feeling of being watched. Then, out of nowhere, they spotted this.
I can't tell.
A shadowy figure crouched in the bushes. Panicked, they took off. Who or what was it? And what was it doing out there alone in the dark? Had they stumbled onto something they weren't supposed to? In Italy, a strange and fascinating sight was caught on video. Rain was falling on just a small patch of road, while the rest stayed completely dry, leaving everyone passing by stunned. Scientists call this localized rain, which happens when certain conditions create a tiny area where precipitation can form. A TikToker was out on a late-night walk in the forest with a friend, filming as they went, when he accidentally caught something creepy on camera. At first, everything seemed fine, but later, while watching the video, he spotted a pair of glowing eyes staring at them from the dark. He'd felt like something was following them, but ignored it at the time. Were the red eyes just some woodland animal, or something more sinister hiding in the shadows? A hiker felt like he was being watched while deep in the woods, so he started recording on his phone. That's when he saw it, someone or something, staring at him from behind a tree. He ran and somehow got out of the forest safely, but the fear has stayed with him ever since. He still doesn't know if it was just a creepy person, a Sasquatch, or something far more sinister. This is the African spiny mantis, a really fascinating insect. Its bright colors and spiky body make it look almost otherworldly, with patterns that help it hide from predators or warn them off. Native to Africa, these mantises are often found in gardens and forests, blending in with flowers and leaves. Despite looking delicate and cute, they're skilled hunters, using their strong front legs to catch prey and powerful mandibles to eat it. So maybe don't offer them your fingers. In this footage, a mysterious black creature is seen in the water, resembling a snail without a shell. Many viewers suggested it might be a sea slug or a similar shellless sea creature. Sea slugs, scientifically called nudibranchs, normally live in salt water, so finding one in freshwater or swampy areas is unusual. This raises the question of whether the creature is an undiscovered species or if it challenges what we know about marine life. When out in the wild, experience and quick thinking are crucial. In the video, something is lurking underwater, but the recorder, familiar with situations like this, takes action instead of freezing. They toss a stick into the water to distract the alligator, tricking it and avoiding danger, a quick thinking move that shows the importance of acting before a predator can strike. While hiking in the woods using Randonautica, Chris and his friends came across a disturbing sight, a field full of coffins. When Chris opened one, he found something inside. Close by, a table and some ropes on the ground hinted that someone, or something, had been there not long ago. What did they actually discover that day? While sailing across the open sea, voyagers on a large ship come across a huge iceberg.
Get some ice. Oh my god! Oh my god! Whoa!
Icebergs are formidable natural formations that require careful navigation. According to the audio, the ship did hit the iceberg, but fortunately, it caused no harm to the people or the vessel. While some see it as an iceberg, others think it might be a sea creature, leaving the true nature of the sighting open to interpretation. A Reddit user shared 2 strange photos captured by a motion-activated camera in their rural Florida backyard, usually used to watch local wildlife. In the first image, lit by a carport light, the user can be seen walking to their car, but next to them is a large, unidentifiable figure. The user says they were alone at the time. A second photo, taken just seconds later, shows the figure gone, along with a mysterious light above where it had been. A light the user insists doesn't exist. The man still hasn't figured out what it was, and probably never will. Trail cam footage shows a strange creature standing in the middle of a wide field. It's draped in tattered rags, its skin looks burnt, and its fingers are claw-like and uneven, with one noticeably larger than the rest. The sighting is striking, and its size makes it hard to dismiss as a simple hoax, unless it's a child in a weird costume or CGI. Viewers are left to decide if it's real or an elaborate trick. A gecko was spotted with a tail that seemed to sparkle, unusual since geckos are typically known for climbing, not giving off sparks. The gecko didn't seem bothered, and the cause is still unclear. Some suggest it might be static electricity, a brush with a live wire, or perhaps a rare natural ability never seen before. A goat was caught on camera, seemingly setting itself on fire, which looks strange and even scary at first. Some research suggests goats do this to kill blood-sucking worms in their throats. While some farmers swear this is true, scientists argue that goats usually rely on natural methods, like eating plants with parasite-fighting properties and using their strong immune systems to handle internal parasites. Still, the footage shows goats putting their faces and throats near fire, leaving the exact reason unclear and sparking questions for experts, especially goat farmers. In this video, a long-tailed glass lizard is shown, with a tail so long it could easily be mistaken for a snake, but it's actually a lizard. It has small legs and the ability to blink, which snakes cannot do. These lizards live in grassy or sandy areas, where they can move quickly and stay hidden. They're called glass lizards, because they can drop their tail to escape predators, though when it grows back, it's usually shorter. While exploring the ocean, someone came across some really strange creatures that look a bit like tiny starfish, but were actually brittle stars. They have thin, bright red arms that kind of look like flat spider legs. Unlike regular starfish, they're delicate, and their limbs move in a smooth, almost creepy way, showing just how mysterious and diverse ocean life can be. A trail cam owner managed to capture footage of not one, but two Bigfoots near his campsite. He'd set up the camera to see if the local rumors about Bigfoots in the area were true, while some might think it's a prank. What do you think? The footage shows a massive pillar wrapped in huge tentacles, thrilling and frightening paranormal enthusiasts. However, it's important to consider that the image could be digitally manipulated, as modern technology makes creating realistic-looking creatures much easier. A rare, cat-like creature called the jaguarundi was spotted in the forest. It's a medium-sized wildcat found across the Americas with a small head, long, slender body, short legs, and a long, bushy tail. Its coat ranges from reddish-brown to grayish-brown. Jaguarundis are solitary, elusive, and active both day and night, hunting small mammals, reptiles, and birds. They are generally quiet and calm, tend to avoid humans, but should still be treated with caution and respect. This insect is a caterpillar called the lobster moth caterpillar. It resembles a tiny lobster with a long body and a curled tail. To scare off predators, it lifts its front and curls its tail, making itself look bigger and more threatening. Eventually, it transforms into a plain brown moth, which is a huge change from its striking caterpillar look. During a family walk, a man and his family came across a strange rock formation that looked almost like a tightly sealed treasure chest. He wonders if it could be a secret government site or even something alien related. The structure gives off eerie, suspicious vibes, like a rocky version of Fort Knox. What's inside remains a mystery, leaving people to guess. A woman discovered a tiny dead creature preserved in a jar and covered in a slimy substance. The being, small enough to fit in her palm, appeared alien-like, with gray skin, huge eyes, and an oddly shaped head, features often associated with extraterrestrials. People wonder whether it's a real alien or a clever hoax, and many in the paranormal community believe it's fake. A hiker spotted a massive figure standing in what looked like a doorway at the top of a mountain. The being just stood there, looking down at the hiker. Even with the intimidating view, the hiker tried to document the encounter. This raises a question. Could mountains be hiding a world of giants? Or are these sightings merely misinterpreted natural formations? While heading back from a long hike, a woman noticed huge logs suddenly blocking the trail. They hadn't been there before, and the way they were stacked seemed intentional. Trusting her gut, she turned around and left. Later, when she looked over her footage, she saw something creepy, a dark figure hiding behind a tree, almost blending into the shadows. She's sure it was Bigfoot, and a lot of people who've seen the video agree. While recording at a graveyard, a woman noticed a turkey circling a specific grave. She had been there for 10 minutes and even approached the turkey, suggesting it might have been there for hours before she showed up.
I swear to God, this turkey has been looking 10 minutes ago. Doing this all day, what is going on?
No one really knows why the turkey is behaving this way, but there are plenty of guesses. Some think animals can sense things humans can't, like spirits or unseen energies, and the turkey might be reacting to that. Others say it could just be random, maybe triggered by the gravestone's shape or smell. Another idea is that the turkey saw its reflection in the gravestone, mistook it for another turkey, and went into territorial mode, which makes sense since turkeys often act oddly when they see reflections, like in car windows. An intriguing oceanic encounter shows an oddly reptilian-looking creature with its head above the water. It resembles a large lizard, similar to a Komodo dragon. The strange part is that Komodo dragons are mainly land-dwelling and not known for swimming. Seeing a lizard-like head emerge from the water is unusual, raising the possibility that this could be a different kind of creature, or an example of convergent evolution, where unrelated species develop similar traits. For instance, marine iguanas in the Galapagos are known swimmers, using their tails for propulsion. Still, without more details about the location of the sighting or clearer footage, it's impossible to say for certain what this creature might be. A guy noticed some weird insects around his house that acted strangely and didn't react to bug spray. When he squashed one, it barely had any organic matter, which freaked him out. So he tapped one lightly and recorded it. When he did, there was a click and 2 green lights appeared on its back. People online and even some experts have been debating what it is. Some say it could be a lightning bug or a click beetle, but that doesn't explain the green lights. A woman noticed something weird about her dog's eyes and shared it online to get some opinions. At first, someone thought it might be possession, but after some discussion, the idea was that the dog's eyes just looked kind of glazed. This can happen in dogs for a bunch of reasons, like health problems, age, or eye issues. Since the picture was posted on a paranormal page, it kicked off all sorts of theories. Some people said the eyes could mean something creepy, like a shapeshifter or skinwalker. Others pointed out it might just be the light shining into the dog's eyes, making them look glossy. An individual captured footage of a goblin sunbathing. Take a look.
O kurwa! Ty, kurwa. Stuart mały. Ja pierdolę.
The goblin had visible organs that had to be censored in the clip to avoid social media restrictions. The sighting has sparked curiosity and speculation about whether goblins have the same organs as humans in the chest and genital area. Viewers are encouraged to share any literature or legends that might provide insights, as the uploader is interested in exploring these accounts. Animals can be more sensitive than humans, and sometimes act strangely when they sense danger. In this video, a school of red fish moves in a slow, evenly spaced spiral. This could be a defense tactic to confuse predators, a reaction to changes in their environment, or even a sign of shifting water conditions or an approaching natural event. Whatever the reason, it's a fascinating example of how animals respond to the world around them. The footage shows the back of a mysterious creature believed to be a sigbin, a mystical beast from Filipino folklore. The sigbin is said to be nocturnal, part goat and part dog, with large ears that clap like hands, a whip-like tail, and a habit of walking backward. According to legend, it's often considered the pet of witches and is feared for its ability to suck victims' blood through their shadows. The video adds to the mystery, leaving viewers to wonder whether it's really a sigbin or some other unknown creature. While driving late at night, a driver spotted a strange figure on the side of the road. It wasn't very big, but it looked scary and unsettling, with glowing eyes that almost looked like flames. The figure didn't resemble any kind of human, which led to lots of theories about what it could be. Some people suggested it might be the legendary Mothman, while others thought it could just be someone wearing a convincing Halloween costume trying to scare or hitch a ride. While riding his dirt bike through the woods, a man heard something completely unnerving. A baby crying all alone in the middle of nowhere. In many cultures, such a sound is thought to signal a ghost, while others worry it might be a trap, possibly connected to human trafficking. A UFO sighting shared online by Mexican journalist and ufologist Jaime Maussan has grabbed worldwide attention. The video shows a bright light rising into the night sky and disappearing into clouds, with additional lights visible above them. Maussan, known for investigating UFOs and alleged alien encounters, has fueled intrigue, though opinions are mixed. Some people believe him, while others question the authenticity of the footage. Like many UFO reports, it remains uncertain without concrete evidence. A strange creature was spotted that looks like a baby, but with very unsettling features. It has pale skin, razor-sharp teeth, and a creepy smile that seems more threatening than innocent. The bizarre appearance raises questions. Was this something created by nature, or could it be the result of some sort of strange experiment? In 2019, a whale ended up stranded on a sandbar. Even though there was a beach nearby, the sandbar was far enough away to make people wonder how it got there. There were no floods reported, so experts think the tide carried it. Others jokingly suggest it could have been something paranormal or even extraterrestrial. This footage was captured by a man who woke up in the middle of the night to strange, unsettling screams. He found a ghostly figure hanging from a tree, disturbing the neighborhood. It's unclear if it was a ghost, an evil spirit, or someone in a costume, and the footage ends. But the real question is, what exactly was that figure, and why was it screaming in the dead of night? Could it be paranormal, or just a disturbing prank gone too far? In an old empty cafe, security cameras caught some really creepy activity. Refrigerators kept opening and closing on their own, spilling their contents, and the whole place seemed filled with a sinister energy. The footage shows a mysterious presence moving through the room, making the scene both eerie and puzzling. Could this be a genuine haunting, or is there another explanation for what's happening here? A mysterious creature was spotted on the shore of a body of water. It has a strange head with 2 eyes, a slightly open mouth with tiny sharp teeth, and 2 arms ending in claws, unlike any regular fish. People have speculated about its origins, suggesting it could be a Nephilim, a baby mermaid, or even an extraterrestrial being. The true nature of the creature remains unknown, and it's also possible that the sighting was an elaborate hoax. In this video, a girl has a very unusual conversation with her mother, talking about the world beginning again, which is an unexpected and curious topic.
The world will begin again.
Uh-huh. What else did you say?
Other people will come on the world.
Okay.
That's what I said.
Well, what was the other part?
What other part?
About everybody. What were you saying?
More people will come on the earth.
Okay. Why did you think that?
Because it's what the world begins like.
Oh.
When
Uh-huh.
I will come back and I'll be a baby and I'll have a different name
Okay.
and you'll have it.
Okay.
So that's what I said.
All right. Thanks, P.
It's what I have to say and it's sad.
Yeah, it does sound sad.
I had to say something.
Okay.
So that's why I just talked to
Okay, thanks, Pig.
you. You're welcome.
Okay.
In the video, the girl talks about dying and coming back to life as someone else, hinting at reincarnation, and also mentions people arriving on Earth. This got people wondering if she might be referring to an alien invasion. Some viewers think she could be an indigo child, a term for kids believed to have special or supernatural abilities and strong intuition. The video leaves you wondering whether she really means something, or if she's just repeating ideas from others. A group of Bigfoot hunters went into the woods one night, hoping to find the legendary creature. Instead, they were shocked when they came across what they believed to be a fairy. Take a look.
Tell you what, down in there would be cool.
That's what I'm thinking. We'd have to take one time, be careful.
Oh my gosh.
Of course, we need to get out in the house. It's a little different.
A strange, glowing creature was spotted moving among the trees. It was larger than a firefly, but still pretty small. The Bigfoot hunters who saw it said they've come across these glowing beings before and were convinced they were fairies. For them, it was an exciting twist, going in search of Bigfoot but stumbling onto something just as mysterious. Not everyone bought into it, though. Some people thought it was just a rodent, while others believed the hunters were only imagining what they wanted to see. A kangaroo was caught on camera swimming in the ocean. This looked unusual since people mostly see them on land. Kangaroos aren't usually linked with swimming, but they do enter water to cool off or escape predators. They can also use water as a defense. Sometimes they lure predators in and try to drown them. So, was this kangaroo just taking a dip, or was it preparing to fight back? A man interacts very closely with a bear, leaning on it and trying to feed it a burger.
Bring it. Two. Yeah. Move ya. Хорошо, стоп. Мясо.
Despite showing the bear each ingredient, patty, cheese, lettuce, and tomato, the bear refuses to eat. After repeated attempts, the bear eventually walks away. The footage raises questions about why the bear wouldn't eat, suggesting it might detect something unhealthy in the food, or maybe it just isn't interested in burgers at all. A man in Thailand was outside at night when he noticed something strange in the sky.
It's not a glitch in my phone. I'm doing it. It's shiny, doing something. As far as I know, it's not a building. I don't know, guys, it's not a building. I know the building. Say, look, this is my lighter. So this is this building. So it's very high. As far as I know, this is the highest building around.
The object kept changing colors, but it wasn't fireworks. He made it clear that it wasn't his phone glitching. He could see it with his own eyes. He asked viewers if they had ever seen something like it, but no one gave an answer. The paranormal community, however, concluded that it had to be a UFO. The footage showed the object pulsing and shifting colors in a way that looked otherworldly. Still, some people pointed out that in the internet era, things can be faked. Back in 2014, footage of a possible Bigfoot was captured and shown on TV. The creature had an ape-like body, but walked in a way that seemed very human. What made this clip stand out was how close it was filmed, giving a clearer, though still blurry look. The figure moved fast, but its body could still be seen well. It didn't seem like a costume, and CGI at that time would have been hard to create realistically. Even the shadows and small details in the video matched up. Because of this, many in the paranormal world, and even a few doubters, thought this might be real evidence of Bigfoot. The video shows a creature that's tough to figure out. At first, it looked like a camel, but as the camera got closer, it was obviously too small and calm to be one. The person filming waited for its eyes to open, but the spot they expected them to be was empty. Its eyes and face seemed to be in a totally different place. Even after watching the clip over and over, they still can't tell what it is. In this clip, a person dips a dead fingerling into the sand. Suddenly, a strange insect-like creature pops out and bites at the fish. The observer quickly grabs it with pliers, revealing it's not an ordinary bug. It's a beach worm. These marine worms live in sandy coastal areas. They can vary in size and sometimes look like long snakes. Beach worms burrow into the sand and come up when triggered by food. During a boat trip in Costa Rica, a woman recorded something unusual.
Bro, look at that. It's a whole head underwater.
While on the boat, the woman saw what looked like a giant head with half its face underwater. The sight sparked lots of speculation online. Some said it could be pareidolia, when the mind sees familiar shapes like faces and random patterns. Others believed it might be something more mysterious, maybe even linked to legends of giants. A group of bikers ran out of gas and stopped to refuel when they captured something really unsettling on camera. Nearby stood a figure so still, it was hard to tell if it was a person or a statue. The clothes fluttered slightly in the wind, so it wasn't a ghost. Who or what was this mysterious figure, and why was it out there in such a remote spot? In the video, a guy goes into a glass structure out in the snow. A polar bear comes up, clawing and trying to bite through the glass to reach him, but he doesn't seem bothered at all and just stays inside. One of the funniest comments on the clip said, "Lunchbox isn't opening." While someone was recording a night out, a strange-looking creature appeared from behind and ran toward the rails. The creature resembled the lower torso of a deer, but moved on two legs. Footage like this has become more common with advances in technology, making it hard to tell what's real and what's fake. Similar to Bigfoot videos or UFO sightings, some people think it's a hoax, while others believe there might be truth behind it. A puzzling clip surfaced online showing a woman standing upside down on the side of a building, as if defying gravity.
Weaking right now, real talk. I don't know what she's doing, but she got a lot in her mind, bro. It's weighing her down, real talk. God damn.
The footage left viewers stunned, wondering if such a thing was even possible under physics. But on closer look, it became clear this wasn't a real feat. Instead, it was the result of digital editing. A man out at sea came across a cemetery and some houses partially submerged underwater. This site is part of the Falcon Reservoir in Texas, built in 1952. When the reservoir was created, several communities, including houses and cemeteries, were flooded. As of June 13, 2024, the reservoir was only 99.7% full, revealing more of these submerged structures than usual due to low water levels. The Chinese government created a drone designed in the shape of a fish. The drone's battery lasts about 6 to 8 hours. Because of its military origins, it's likely meant for espionage or stealth missions. Someone online joked about it, but the idea is possible. What this invention will be used for in the future is still unknown. In the footage, a man is in the woods with his dog. A strange, ghostly creature appears in the top right corner of the video. The dog notices it and looks in that direction, indicating something is actually there. The question remains whether it is a man in a costume or a ghost moving through the woods. In the wilds of British Columbia, a man captured footage of a mysterious figure peeking out from behind the trees. The dark, fur-covered creature looked strikingly similar to the legendary Sasquatch, the ape-like giant said to inhabit remote forests. Despite countless tales and reported sightings, there's still no concrete proof of its existence. With today's technology, many wonder why it hasn't been confirmed. After the clip surfaced online, some viewers believed it showed Sasquatch, while others suggested it was simply an ape. Could this finally be evidence of the legend, or just another case of mistaken identity? The footage shows a massive light descending from the sky in China, striking the ground like a pillar of fire. The impact caused a deafening explosion, lit up the area in a blinding flash, and left flames behind. It happened close to a tall building and was recorded from multiple angles by different witnesses. The big question is whether it was lightning or some kind of explosion. During the recent total solar eclipse, a family went out to watch the event. After it ended, they were surprised to spot something unusual in the sky.
Whoa, what's that?
Whoa!
Oh my, I knew it's a left-wing cover-up. This is what they're covering up.
What is that?
Take a
drone?
picture. Take a picture. TMZ will buy it.
It's a drone?
Drones don't light up like that. That's an alien right there.
Looking toward the horizon after the eclipse, the family saw a glowing red sphere among the clouds. As the sun set and the sky darkened, the strange red light remained for a while before fading away. Some thought it might have been a flare, while others speculated about more mysterious causes, even suggesting a CERN portal. A few other people also reported seeing it, but couldn't explain what it was. Despite some digging, no clear explanation has been found, leaving the sighting a mystery. While hiking in the forest, a man came across something unusual. Bones, likely from animals, arranged in strange patterns, as if part of some ritual. He quickly left and posted a photo online seeking answers. Some people suggested it could be a spirit totem, or a method to ward off evil. In the end, he decided it was safer to avoid that forest altogether, still unsure of what exactly was happening there. A guy headed out to his cabin in the woods for some quiet alone time, but his trip didn't last long. One morning, he woke up to some super creepy sounds that made him cut his getaway short.
What is that?
Freaked out, he didn't stick around and left right away. When he shared the video, people had all kinds of takes. Some swore it was a skinwalker, dragon, or Bigfoot, while skeptics said it was probably just a moose, or even a speaker playing sounds. The clip shows an orange light glowing in the sky, surrounded by thick clouds. UFO enthusiasts quickly pointed to the possibility of it being something alien, which is a common explanation for sightings like this. Others who saw the post claimed they had witnessed similar events in different places. While some believed it was an alien craft, many leaned toward more practical explanations. One person suggested it might be a drone, though they also doubted whether drones could reach that height or carry such strong lights. With so many differing opinions, each idea makes sense in its own way, but without solid proof, no one can say for certain what the light really was. Two hikers exploring deep in New York's Catskill Mountains discovered a disturbing statue hidden inside a cave. It appeared hand-carved, with 6 rusty nails driven into its eyes and a grimy cord tightly wrapped around its neck. The hikers said the figure radiated a sinister energy, but despite their instincts, they took it home, a choice they soon regretted. Over the next week, their house was plagued by strange noises, foul smells, shadowy figures, and even reports of the statue moving on its own. Muddy footprints appeared out of nowhere, and one night they saw a twisted figure crouched in the dark. Known as the Crone, the statue was eventually sent to a paranormal museum. Even there it caused chaos, illness, seizures, and unexplained disturbances. It has since been removed from display, with plans to return it to the cave where it belongs. The footage shows leaves swaying in the wind, and the tree briefly takes on a strange shape that looks like a creature, almost like a bear. It might just be pareidolia, the human tendency to see familiar shapes in objects, but if not, it could be something more unsettling. Someone walking into their room and spotting a giant centipede on the ceiling, so big it looked more like a snake than a normal bug. The site raises questions about whether it's a mutant, just an oversized species, or something else entirely. While it's probably not the start of some insect revolution, it definitely sparks curiosity about what's really happening in the insect world that often goes unnoticed. Ghost sightings have fascinated people for centuries, and this next footage is no exception. Security camera footage shows a person walking at night with a flashlight. As they pass by, a second figure suddenly appears, shadowy, translucent, and ghost-like. Within moments, this figure vanishes into thin air, leaving viewers to wonder whether it was a real ghost or just a trick of editing. Footage from a graveyard shows smoke rising from the area, even though there is no visible fire. Take a look. The smoke rising from the graveyard sparked thoughts of something supernatural. However, a commenter suggested it might be from a cultural practice, such as lighting incense to honor the dead or ward off negative energy, rather than anything sinister. A glowing, arch-shaped object with a bright orb at its center was filmed in the sky over Brazil. The entire structure emitted an unnatural glow. The clip was shared with paranormal communities, which offered mixed theories. Some think it's a drone, others say it resembles an angel from biblical accounts, while a few suspect it's a demon. Skeptics propose a mundane explanation, a hologram projection, or an elaborate hoax. The sighting's origin remains unresolved. In the video, a yellowish or cream-colored house with a modest lawn is shown, well lit by outdoor lights. Suddenly, a large shadow appears behind the camera. Shortly after, an alarm goes off, startling the creature briefly, but it continues moving once the alarm stops. The shadow reveals a massive, slightly hunched creature with long, muscular arms that move silently. The footage raises questions about whether this could be a Bigfoot or something else. This is a weird blob-like thing that even has humanish features: eyes, a nose, and a mouth. After the clip went up, it got a lot of attention, especially because one eye seems to move, which makes it look alive. People are split on what it is. Some say it's a human-made experiment using advanced tech. Others think it could be an undiscovered natural creature, and some suspect CGI. Without more info, nobody can say for sure. In 2009, a group of friends exploring Poland's Tatra Mountains captured footage of what looked like a large figure in the snow, far from their location. They zoomed in to get a closer look, surprised at how it had reached such a remote spot. After the video was shared online, it sparked excitement in the paranormal community. Many noted that a human couldn't easily survive the harsh, snowy conditions without proper winter clothing, and the dark covering appeared more like fur. This led some to believe it might be a Bigfoot, potentially the first sighting in Poland. A group walking at night spotted a pair of glowing orbs in the darkness that flickered like eyes, watching them from the shadows. The orbs stayed hidden, but seemed to track the group's movements until someone called out and the light suddenly vanished. The sighting could be anything from an animal or a person with a light to something more mysterious, and the group left shaken and more cautious for future night walks. In this footage, a mysterious black creature is seen moving through an area with tall grass and vibrant trees, swaying in the wind. Its size makes it larger than any known animal in the area, and with 2 strong arms and legs, it could easily be mistaken for a male gorilla confidently moving through its territory. However, its identity remains uncertain, leaving viewers to wonder what this black walking creature really is. The video captures a mouse holding a flawless split and not moving. How it ended up like that is a mystery. Some think it was a clever move to get away from humans. Others suspect it might have been staged for attention, which would be pretty harsh. Either way, it's a strange yet fascinating sight, the natural split. In this clip, careful observers spotted 3 flying objects in the sky, forming a perfect triangular pattern. Their disc-like appearance naturally raises thoughts of flying saucers and potential alien pilots. Even though the objects are clearly visible, whoever or whatever is controlling them remains hidden, almost like they're playing a celestial game of hide-and-seek. The lingering question is whether they'll ever show themselves, or if they're already here on Earth, disguised in plain sight. This guy from Saudi Arabia decides to check out an abandoned house one night. Inside, he notices old photos on the wall of a little girl. As he's looking around, he starts hearing creepy noises, like someone else is there with him. He calls out, but no one answers. Following the sounds, he ends up on the rooftop where some clothes are hanging. That's when he spots something super creepy. A pale face with pitch black eyes peeking through the clothes. Freaked out, he steps back, but when he looks again, it's gone. The weirdest part? The face looked exactly like the girl in the photo downstairs. So, was it her ghost, or something pretending to be her? In this sighting, the creature's face looks kind of like a bear, but its body is more like an ape. What's really strange is that it walks upright on 2 feet, almost like a human. People are wondering if it could be a Bigfoot, even though they usually don't have bear-like faces, or maybe a dogman or wolfman, or maybe it's some completely new creature we've never seen before. Either way, its identity is still a mystery. Worms don't just live in dirt. They can end up in people too, and it's way more common than most of us think. In really bad cases, they can even get into the brain, sometimes being mistaken for tumors, and cause serious problems like blindness, organ failure, or worse.
These holes on this brain MRI aren't holes, they're parasites. Can you guess what it's from? This is neurocysticercosis, and it's caused from eating undercooked meats. This person ate parasitic eggs hidden in pork that then hatched all over the body, including the...
Raw fish and sushi and pork are 2 of the main sources. In fact, the World Health Organization says over 1 billion people around the world deal with parasitic infections. Pretty wild, right? That's why regular deworming is so important. A Harvard doctor, Josh Hellman, even says certain foods like carrots, beets, and pomegranates can help push parasites out naturally. Bottom line, don't skip your deworming. You really don't want creepy crawlies setting up camp in your body, let alone your. In Romania's mountains, someone accidentally captured something strange on camera. Behind a pile of twigs, a creature with a strong, primate-like appearance appears, making you think of Bigfoot. It's unclear why it was there. Maybe it was following the man. They just happened to cross paths, or something else. Either way, the man got lucky since nothing harmful occurred, even though Bigfoots aren't typically aggressive. Check out this strange bit of footage. It's definitely worth a closer look.
Whoa, 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 what is that?
It's like that Tic Tac from Rogan, bro.
What was that?
The thing that, like the UFO thing, like flying all over the place.
I mean, this looks like a UFO.
A strange sight was caught in the night sky when a glowing orb descended and hovered in place, soon joined by two more orbs beneath it, forming a perfect triangular shape that floated steadily without any visible propulsion. The unusual formation had many wondering if it was a genuine UFO, while others suggested more grounded explanations like drones flying in sync, illuminated balloons, or even a clever camera trick. Whatever it was, the triangular craft's eerie stillness left viewers debating whether it was advanced technology, a hoax, or something truly unexplainable. Cryptid sightings never fail to grab attention and fuel speculation. This might actually be a never-before-seen type of cryptid. The rising number of reports could mean these creatures are multiplying, or that humans are simply encroaching into their territory more frequently. What's your take? A video from Utah shows a dark, human-like figure right in the middle of the shot. The person who filmed it shared it online, and later another explorer from the same area posted a similar clip. Whatever it is, the creature looks big and totally unfazed by people. Some think it could be Bigfoot, while others say it's just a hoax, or maybe some animal mistaken for something else. Either way, with multiple sightings in the same place, it's got people wondering if something strange is actually roaming around there, or if the area's just become the go-to spot for faked encounters. Here's an interesting case from downtown Flint, Michigan. A guy sent in footage of a tree that seems to have a stone stuck deep in its roots. The stone even looks like it has some ancient markings, and the tree might be around 200 years old. How it got there is a mystery, but some think it could be a leftover piece from an ancient civilization hidden inside the tree. A pilot flying aboard an aircraft who witnesses a rare atmospheric phenomenon while above the clouds. Instead of aliens or something supernatural, the strange light show, flashes in the clouds and beams shooting upward, turns out to be sprites and blue jets, unusual forms of lightning that travel from the ground toward the sky during thunderstorms. These phenomena are rare, recently confirmed by science, and usually only seen by pilots flying above storms or satellites in space. In 2012, a man filmed the woods near his home after repeatedly noticing what looked like a ghostly little girl. At first, nothing obvious appears in the footage, but on the left side, a faint figure can be seen darting out from behind a tree. The clip is subtle rather than sensational, which makes it feel more believable. A small flying object was captured on video, darting past the camera, and some viewers thought it resembled a fairy. When slowed down, faint shapes that look like long legs can be seen, but little else is clear. It could easily be a wasp or another insect given the blurriness and speed, though it's also possible it's something previously unknown. 3 fish were spotted crossing a road on their way to water, which looks almost like something out of a cartoon. Some viewers joked it was evolution in action, but they're actually climbing perch, a fish species that can survive on land for a while and move using their fins and gills. Lately, people keep spotting weird stuff in the sky, glowing orbs, saucer-shaped lights, even objects that seem to change form. In one recent video, there's this super bright light cruising across the sky, moving way faster and smoother than a normal plane. The way it zips around makes it feel more like a spacecraft than anything commercial. So the big question is, are we looking at some top secret tech, or could it actually be something not from this world? In 2022, an image from the US started circulating online with very little information about its origin. The photo shows a dark-furred, bipedal creature walking in a river, standing around 7 feet tall. Experts have analyzed it and tried to find a logical explanation, but it strongly resembles a Bigfoot. No bear or monkey has that kind of posture. Share your thoughts in the comments. Thomas Lockhack, the creator of the YouTube channel Thomas Lock, takes viewers on immersive wild camping adventures that often push the limits of comfort and endurance in some of the most remote areas. Facing harsh weather and rugged terrain, his trips are never easy. On this outing, Thomas and his friends Sam and Matt explored Gravelwood, a forest with a reputation for strange happenings. Thomas had been there before and remembered an unsettling feeling. He always chalked it up to cows beyond the tree line, convincing himself that the eerie sensation was just his imagination.
Again, going into the fray, the haunted forest, which, not to ruin everything, but we were just filming some drone shots, and there are cows on the other side of the forest, so those noises were probably cows. This is why it's a pretty good spot, because obviously it's not very well maintained, so no one really cares about it. Yeah. Or maybe it's not well maintained because of the big dark tree. Oh, that's the tree. That's the tree. Does anyone feel anything yet?
A bit chilly.
What do you think, Sam?
I think it's perfectly fine.
Someone said maybe like a predator had sprayed pheromones on it, and that's what I was feeling. I would very much not like to be near the tree. It won't be as big of a slope as at Brecon. That was...
As they started setting up camp, Thomas noticed how neglected the area looked and nervously joked that it might be because of past killings. They soon found a large, dark tree that locals said was haunted. Sam didn't sense anything, but Thomas felt a distinct chill and, even with his usual confidence, chose not to pitch his tent directly in front of it.
Slightly better than the last time, but still not great. There's Matt's Fox 1, as always. Stunner. It's up immediately, no worries. And then there's the hyena too. Oh God.
What?
My inside of my tent's mouldy.
Oh. You said this, didn't you?
Yeah. Oh dear. Yeah, I mean it'd be fine, but that's a bit annoying. Being in a confined space that's mouldy overnight, not so sure about that. Yeah, well, it's actually okay on the side I'll be sleeping. So I have to give it a good clean when I get back, I guess. But it is damp. That sucks.
The trip quickly turned frustrating. Thomas found his tent mysteriously soaked and starting to mold. Their attempt to cook dinner went wrong when the pan melted through, and the second try didn't go any better. Thomas kept insisting there was nothing spooky about the forest, but Matt accused him of just finding excuses to leave.
Oh dear. Oh. Oh. Oh, how the... No, I've just burnt through the pan. There is a hole in the pan. How the hell?
My pan?
Yeah. What? I don't understand how... No, you can't. But how are you meant to cook things in a pan that melts?
I mean, I grabbed them from Asda, didn't I?
Yeah, that's true, actually. No, they were from... they were REX ones.
No, I did. I got them from thingy, didn't I?
These were from Go Outdoors. Okay, so... just once, I'm going to go on a camping trip that doesn't end in disaster.
Yeah, true.
There's mould in my tent.
Our Thetford one went well.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
That's the only one.
That's the exception. Really low heat, yeah? Don't melt. No, because straight away I can see that that's... Yeah, it is. This one's melting. This one's melting. Yeah, no, that's melting. That's melting. I can see it melting.
You can see the ring in the middle.
Oh my goodness. There's nothing creepy about this forest at night.
Is that you trying to convince us?
I'm not creeped out. I mean, it's because you guys are here, but I'm not creeped out.
I think give it an hour or two, you're going to be very hungry.
I've already eaten. I think you just want to go to Spoons. That's what I think.
I probably won't go Spoons. I'll probably go home.
As night settled in, the woods felt heavier and more oppressive, with only his torch cutting through the darkness. Thomas admitted the forest was starting to feel unsettling. A sudden bark-like sound echoed through the trees. At first, he thought it was a deer, but a second noise made him look around more carefully.
Oh, so it's there.
That's the tree.
Yes. Did you hear that? That was definitely like a bark. What if we get dragged in?
Probably a deer or something. Yeah, it's a deer. So how are we feeling, boys?
It's darker than I thought.
Can't see.
Yeah, I can't. Oh, Jesus. A lot of comments about this tree. About how it's haunted. There's a demon living in it. There's a ghost. Go talk to the farmers nearby, ask them what's going on here. Go read your history books and all that.
We're tracking down Bigfoot though.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's a tree.
Why does it make that noise? I don't like it.
It is a very big and tall tree. But yeah, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm going to sleep in front of it tonight, and I will not.
Scared at all? You don't feel any chill down your spine? Because when I came back here, I felt just an immediate chill down my spine.
And what about today?
No.
I feel okay today because I'm with you guys.
It just, you know.
He admitted that if he were alone, he'd have packed up already, but having his friends there kept him from leaving. They joked about the demon tree, and Matt said it was even creepier than another forest Thomas had camped in before.
Because what if it's true?
True. It's fine. I found those others too. I will give you one thing. It's definitely creepier than Thetford, but that's because it's natural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thetford you feel a bit safer in because it is, you can tell it's made by the man. Yeah. You make a mess.
Yeah, I'm a little bit on edge now, you know. I was completely fine like 5 minutes ago, but since we did that, I'm a little bit like...
Can you get that tucked in?
Are you actually like...
I'm pretty nervous.
Oh, he's a little baby!
I don't like it when your voice echoes around the forest.
I've got stigmata.
What's stigmata? What's that?
It's an unexplained wound, which is usually attributed to Jesus Christ.
Let's have a look.
That's a cicada.
What's up?
Listen.
There's nothing there.
It's a cicada.
Or a bug.
Yeah, some roaches.
Oh.
While their jokes kept the mood up, Thomas noticed something strange. His voice echoed oddly through the forest, which made him uneasy. Later, Sam howled like a wolf, perhaps tempting fate.
I'm not feeling it. If I was on my own, I'd be out of it. But Sam and Matt are fine, so I'm gonna be fine. But
Oi.
I'm not, you know.
Oh!
That's a mistake.
It would have been cool if something did it backfire.
No, it would not.
What if we meet a werewolf and he's chill?
No, it's a bat. I know it's a tree. It's a leaf.
Oh my god.
It landed on my tent.
Yeah, it did.
You've been marked to sacrifice.
Oh my goodness, I actually have. Don't like that.
Hello.
That's scary. I'm sneaking up on me, isn't he? Yeah. Stop it. Look, my tent collapses.
Funny.
Back at camp, Thomas was startled when a single leaf landed on his tent. His friends teased him by tossing small objects at him, and even though he knew it was them, it still shook him up.
You missed something. Shut up.
It's a motorbike.
No.
Oh yeah.
No,
it probably was a motorbike.
Yeah, probably was. You got such a curmudgeon.
I'm okay at the minute in my tent. I feel protected.
Yeah, but you got to come out and do stuff with us.
You wanted to get in your tent ages ago.
Yeah, but not now. You told me not to, and now you're getting in there, you hypocrite.
Tom is very nervous. See, it's quite funny because at first he said, I'm here, I'm with you boys, I no longer feel nervous. I feel like
it was a minute
it's
the
all
interview
okay.
about the tree, and now he's
But
crying.
returning to the tree has made Tom feel worried, feel nervous, feel unsafe.
Then he heard another sound, a low motor in the distance, that gave a brief sense of safety inside the tent. But going back near the demon tree brought back the unease. Thomas started seriously thinking about leaving, wondering if the tree itself was pushing them away. A splitting headache hit, and he knew sleep wasn't coming. Between the moldy tent, the distant thump of party music, and the overall tension, the decision was made. They would pack up and leave early.
I even knew it was you. I knew it was you, and it still freaked me out. I've got this sort of feeling that's like.
I got a feeling.
Let me talk to the camera. Let me speak this to the camera and we get some clean audio. It's this like splitting sort of pain through my limbs. Just every heartbeat. It's like. Poof, poof, poof. Just like the log started moving when you two sat down. It freaked me out.
Yeah,
I'm really on edge. These guys are absolutely fine. I don't want to leave. You jumping on the thing, oh man. I'm leaning towards leaving at the minute because I'm not going to sleep. I know I'm not going to sleep, and we're doing stuff tomorrow. I'm just on edge, and I'm worried about that mold thing, but also worried about sleep.
I think it will be worse when we're on our beds and no one's making a noise.
Yeah, and it's annoying because we're all set up and ready to go, and this will be the second time I've bailed from this camp.
Well, then we just don't this one again. There you go.
Well, if I bail now, I'm not doing this camp again.
I just like gym, 8 times doing cardio.
I just. What, leaving?
Yeah.
Why?
Trapped. Too late.
What do you mean?
The gates are closed.
There are no gates.
That's what you think.
No, I want to go. I want to go.
Well, that was too much.
Why do you even camp?
There's camps loads of places, just not this one.
I don't know what it is about this place, man. I don't know what it is about this place. Because if I was you, I'd be pissed off. So I totally get it. I completely empathise.
You know how chilled I am about everything.
You're fine.
Sorry.
I totally empathise with Sam. But I am on it. There's just some really loud music. I live in one of the nearby houses. Someone's having a party.
Afterward, Thomas said he never felt truly in danger from anything supernatural. It was really his own mind, amplified by the spooky surroundings that made the night so intense.
Frustrating that that's the second time I've tried to camp there. Third time if you include the time I said to you, no, I'm not feeling it, let's just go home. But let's not do it. And bailed every single time. Yeah, there was no option. With the same here, if there was no option here, it wouldn't even be a question. But the fact that it's so easy to just go. I mean, I was in my tent, I was okay, but the mould was concerning. My gear was mouldy earlier when I got it out, but it didn't look like the tent was. I don't know why the tent was wet, because nothing was wet. Like, I cleaned it, I dried everything, hung it up after my last trip, so I have no idea why that stuff was all wet.
The forest unsettled him like never before. This was his second failed attempt to camp at Gravelwood, and he promised it would be his last. Still, one question remained. Why had his tent been wet when he unpacked it? There was no clear answer. A man is out in the woods at night, hearing strange, sharp sounds all around. Armed only with a camera and flashlight, he stays calm while capturing the eerie sights and noises. Strange, eerie noises fill the dark, heavy like smoke from a fire. Yet he keeps going. The screams grow louder, but no creature shows itself. Is it an animal, a person, a skinwalker, or a wendigo? Since he uploaded the footage, we know he made it out safely. But what do you think is causing the sounds? Share your thoughts in the comments. In December 2023, a Reddit user was involved in a car crash caused by a vehicle making an illegal U-turn. After making sure everyone was safe, they took photos of the wreckage. In one of the images, a blurry figure appears next to the driver's door, the spot where the user had been sitting. Some think it might be a spirit connected to a nearby cemetery, while others believe it could be a ghost from a past accident. According to the user, the figure even resembles their late grandfather. While petting their cat, an owner suddenly hears it make a bizarre noise.
I think you will die.
So that's okay, yeah, he's pissed. We should probably go.
It's definitely unsettling, but most likely just a strange sound the cat can make. Still, if your cat ever acts like that, it's a good idea to get them checked by a vet. Better to be sure it's nothing serious than chalk it up to something spooky. Some strange weather action popped up right in someone's backyard shed. While they were just going about their business, they noticed a mini whirlwind forming inside, white smoke twirling from the ceiling. It's not clear what caused it or if it's a natural phenomenon, but who knew a shed could become the stage for such a weather spectacle? In 2009, a hiker in the Colorado mountains spotted what he thought was a Sasquatch hiding behind some rocks. The creature had brown fur, and these areas are known hotspots for Bigfoot sightings. Curious, the hiker returned later to investigate, but found no Bigfoot, only a pile of straw. Was Bigfoot really there, or did it leave the straw to throw him off? What do you think? A passenger on a plane spotted something unusual in the sky, a flying disc hovering near the aircraft as if inspecting it. The disc circled at a steady distance, and then suddenly zoomed off. Passenger managed to capture it on video, showing a smooth, deliberate, and almost intelligent movement, unlike any known aircraft or drone. Could it be a highly advanced drone, a secret military craft, or a genuine UFO? While camping near Rugby in the Sahara, near the Algeria-Morocco border, a traveler spotted a strange white figure in the distance and took a photo. Locals who saw it were unsettled, saying it looked like a spirit and cautioning against going out at night. So, was it really a spirit, or just a blur caused by movement? Early one morning, a man waking up for his shift noticed something unusual through his window. A saucer-shaped craft hovering above a nearby house. Its blinking lights caught his attention, and he quickly recorded it on his phone. The craft hovered silently, adding to the surreal feeling of the moment. Was it an alien spacecraft quietly observing Earth, or some advanced military tech being tested under the cover of darkness? Scientists in Denmark came up with a pretty wild idea: glow-in-the-dark trees that could take the place of streetlights. The thought is that they'd cut down on energy use, save money on repairs, and even make cities look cooler at night. But not everyone's on board. Some people worry that messing with the tree's genetics could backfire and cause problems for the environment or even us. So, it's kind of a mix between an amazing step forward and a risky experiment. On December 26, 2024, Dan ventures into Todd Woods, a thick forest in the United States neighboring the infamous Skinwalker Forest. Even in daylight, the area is notorious for strange happenings, including unexplained howls, sudden sounds, and fleeting shadows.
You tell me what I am being protected from. What would want to harm me?
The the woods feel unnervingly quiet, each of Dan's footsteps echoing unnaturally through the silent valley. Then the spirit talker utters a chilling warning. He's over there. Dan freezes. Suddenly, a scream shatters the calm, raw, blood-curdling, and otherworldly, reverberating across the valley in broad daylight.
Who's he and where is he? That came from right over there. Bill. Was that Bill who just made that noise? Hey, what was that? That did not sound human at all. We do have fox out here. Could that have been like a fox scream maybe? That was, dude, I've never heard anything before like that. Like that in my life. That was somebody out here? Were you here? Dude, I like all my hair is standing on end now, and it's not because I'm cold. I don't know what that was. But that was came from right over there where I'm pointing the camera. Right over there. Yo, something's moving over there. Right straight ahead. Right there. Where'd it go? It looked like a person. It looked like a person. See that tree? Right there.
Dan's heart races as he turns the camera toward the sound. There, behind a dead tree, stands a tall, shadowy figure dressed in black, motionless and seemingly aware of him. Before he can get a proper look, it slips out of sight, leaving only silence and the haunting echo of the scream.
What is from the pit? Is that thing that I just saw from the pit? That person or whatever it was? Dude, that was, I don't know what that was.
We are watching you.
We are watching you. Who's watching me? I know for a fact, though, I saw something disappear behind that tree. Right after I heard that noise. I know for a fact I did. Dude, I'm getting out of here. I got a bad feeling about this. Real bad feeling.
There's two of us.
There's two of us. Did somebody make that noise? Was that somebody else than the person I just saw? Did somebody make the noise? And somebody disappeared behind the tree?
A chill runs through him, every instinct urging him to flee. Yet he remains frozen, torn between fear and the compulsion to observe. Todd Woods isn't merely strange, it feels sentient. The screams, the shadowy figure, and the ominous words leave an indelible mark on him. A bird farmer walked into her enclosure to check on her flock, and out of nowhere, all the birds froze like time just stopped, except for one in the middle still pecking away at food. It looks super weird, almost like a Matrix glitch, but experts say it's actually a natural reaction called tonic immobility. Basically, when birds feel threatened, they sometimes play dead to avoid predators. In this case, it could have been the farmer showing up, a sudden noise, or even something else nearby that set them off. A man was hiking deep in the Finnish woods and took a photo of the scenery, but when he looked at it later, he was shocked. Something or someone was in the background. He insists the area was empty when he snapped the picture. So, was someone quietly watching him, or did he capture something paranormal? This bird definitely has a flair for creativity. Known for their intelligence and playful nature, this particular bird decided to give a man's bare head a little makeover, seemingly because it didn't think it looked good. Birds apparently do this only with someone they feel connected to, basically their way of saying, "I like you," in bird language. Pat, from the Smithton Fire Department, snapped a weird photo while walking through Smithton Park. Just past the roundabout, he saw a figure that looked like a woman dressed in old-time clothes from when Smithton was first founded. She was just standing there, hands clasped, like she was mourning something. Nobody knows who she is, and Pat said her presence felt really heavy and sad, like she was stuck in time. He still isn't sure if she was real or a ghost. This creepy clip shows a human head lying on the floor in a messy room. But the scary part is it's attached to a super weird, spider-like body made of wriggling arms. It's known in the Vietnamese community as cursed footage, and now it's making the rounds on social media as a GIF, freaking out anyone who sees it. This shows a UFO in the sky, with jet fighters nearby. The person who posted it online initially thought the jets were chasing the UFO, but many viewers believed the jets were actually escorting it, suggesting it might be man-made. Some claim the UFO emitted a hum and was recorded by others as well, though no additional clips have been found. The authenticity of the sighting remains debated. Someone filmed a weird figure with a big blue head and a faint glow driving down the highway. It didn't seem to notice anyone, which made it look pretty alien. Now people are wondering, was it a real extraterrestrial or just a cosplayer heading home from a convention? Anne-Marie Scamardella shared a photo from an outdoor family party held 6 months after her mother passed away. It was the first family gathering since her death. Later, while reviewing the photos, one image stood out, a mysterious figure not seen in any of the other pictures. Comparing it to a photo of her mother revealed a striking resemblance, leading the family to believe her spirit might have been present at the celebration. Lomar, the creator behind Paranormal Discovery, takes on investigations few dare to try. Instead of exploring abandoned buildings like most, he heads into remote mountains, dense forests, and isolated valleys, encountering whatever nature has to show. He focuses on cryptozoology and unusual phenomena, cryptids, interdimensional beings, and rarely seen local legends. On this expedition, he returned to a mountain range that had affected him before, determined to confront what had drawn him back.
Literally up there, or it would be like on the other side of the cliff. That makes sense? Like growling, moaning, gasping, like animal, but not from before.
Hours later, using night vision, he noticed the forest shifting between heavy silence and strange noises, low growls, rasping breaths, and moans that seemed to circle him and his dog.
Within the trees that I'm not seeing with my eyes, but I just captured them, or at least 2 on camera, on photos. They're here with me right now. I don't know what they want, but they're here. They're legit watching us.
Through his camera, he spotted things he couldn't see with his own eyes. Faint, human-like shapes standing still between the trees, as if watching from the shadows.
Where the fuck's the tent? Yo, we just got robbed. Yeah, and someone just came and took the tent. What the? Oh my.
When he returned to camp, his unease increased. His tent had been moved farther away, with no clue how or who had done it.
Ah, mosquitoes. Who's in the tent? Come on out. I literally see like weight in the tent. Who's in the tent?
The noise was him.
He approached carefully, expecting an intruder, and saw the tent fabric move from inside, pale shapes pressing against it.
It's a porcupine. It's a damn porcupine. That's actually, like, on a scary note, like pretty, like
Inside, he discovered something unexpected. A porcupine had made its way into his tent, a surprisingly normal explanation amid a night of bizarre events.
As of right now, legit, I'm getting freaked out. I thought I was hearing some stuff, like some stuff down there, but legit, I don't know, I keep feeling like that could have been like in my head, or like a dream or something.
By 2:37 a.m., sleep offered no relief. Loud movements outside unsettled Kia, her ears alert to unseen activity in the dark.
Something is circling our tent right now. I do have a night vision on the other side as well, so...
The sounds grew closer, moving around them, the weight of an unseen presence pressing against the thin tent walls.
Little stick is a charger. That's the camera batteries only brought 2, and those last like 6 hours each of video time straight, I believe, or maybe like 4, but still, I shouldn't have ran through 2 of those. Yeah, something's draining our stuff, so I legit have no other camera but this one left. Alright, I think it's time to hit the hay, get some more sleep, and
When he reached for his cameras, the batteries were dead, leaving only minutes of power. The night blurred the line between wilderness and something unexplainable. White-furred figures, screams, watchers in the trees, all building a sense of dread. Some dangers don't attack, they just watch and make their presence felt. The startling video comes from Rugged Road Explorers, a YouTube channel that follows solo wilderness adventures and off-the-beaten-path explorations. While the channel usually highlights serene landscapes and wildlife encounters, one trip into the La Garita Mountains turned unexpectedly unsettling. On March 14th, 2025, what began as a typical solo camping and hiking excursion quickly became an experience the explorer had not anticipated. As he climbed Tabletop Mountain, the peaceful wilderness gradually revealed an eerie and unsettling presence.
Sure is pretty up here. I'm gonna move up here, move along the edge, and try to get up that way. You can see, I don't know if it shows up on camera, but it's a lot taller than it looks there. It's not just knee high. Maybe I'll stand up there against it so you can see when I get up there, but yep, beautiful. It's the other side of it over there. All right, let's get moving before we get rained on. You can see how it's fairly tall. Man, we are up here. Oh, I mean, I probably could climb up there, but I'm by myself. So I want to find a safer route, a route. When you're out hiking by yourself, you want to avoid.
He moves carefully along the steep slopes, each step measured as the wind howls through the trees. Nearby, grazing elk do little to ease his nerves. Instead, their presence heightens the eerie stillness surrounding him. Dark storm clouds gather above, casting deepening shadows across the trail. With every snapping branch, the feeling of being watched grows stronger. Clinging to a narrow ledge, he senses the mountain's raw, imposing energy, an uneasy calm settling over him just before his first unsettling discovery.
Right where the camera's pointing, there's a couple of elk walking, and there's a bunch bedded down. I'm gonna try to zoom and hold the camera steady. If you can see them, they're bedded down right there. And then where's those ones who were walking? Right there, coming up the hill. Very cool that I've gotten to where I can see where the elk are hanging out. All right, I got up here. Phew, had to do some hand over hand climbing, but it's all right. Really cool about the elk right over there.
There's a big herd, about 30. And this is what it looks like on top. So I guess we're gonna explore it a little bit. As I got to the top and started walking around, I could really feel the raw nature just start to envelop me. And then I saw some stacked rocks and stakes in the ground, and it reminded me of some of the eerie stories that I'd heard about. In the 1800s, as trappers and miners began pushing into the La Grita Mountains, several groups of men were reported missing, without a trace. No bodies, no signs of a struggle, just vanished. Some people believe that they were caught by the Warren Ute bands, but others whisper of something stranger lurking in these wild lands. Even in modern times, hikers have reported strange lights and unsettling noises at night, as if the land itself still remembers its violent past.
His attention is drawn to stacked rocks and strange wooden stakes, a sight that stirs unsettling tales of trappers and miners who vanished here in the 18th century, their fates remaining a mystery. As he makes his way down the trail, the uneasy feeling resurfaces. Distant howls carry across the ridges. Coyotes, their calls sharp and eerie. The sensation of being watched persists, with every sound amplified in the dimming light.
It started kicking in, and I felt like something was watching me.
That night, the storm finally hits. As he tries to rest, the coyotes' howls wake him abruptly. This time, it feels as if they're all around him. Alone in the wilderness, the sound is overwhelming, a stark reminder of his vulnerability. Though he survives the night without harm, the memory of those eerie noises and the mountain's unsettling energy lingers. Another angel sighting was spotted over the ocean, showing a winged humanoid figure that some people think looks like an angel. Unlike cloud-shaped sightings, this one glows white, kind of how we usually picture angels. People had mixed reactions. Some are sure it's a real angel, while others think it might be a hologram, a light projection, or even just a rare type of cloud. What's your take? Real angel, a projection, or something else? While hiking in the woods, someone took a photo of an old parachute tower, 50 meters tall, abandoned, falling apart, and off limits. To their surprise, something or someone seemed to be standing at the top. Locals say a tragedy occurred there in 2012 when a young girl took her life by hanging at that exact spot. Could this photo be linked to that event? A security camera captured a strange object flying past a house. At first glance, it doesn't look like any insect, but more like a tiny craft. Could it be a miniature alien ship or just a drone? Is it something otherworldly, or is there a logical explanation we're missing? What's your take on this mysterious sighting? Inside an abandoned house in Lakeland, Florida, a group of paranormal investigators captured a photo and quickly left the scene afterward. A floating head can be seen in the window. Locals claim the house is haunted. Years ago, a young girl reportedly hanged herself there, and many believe her spirit still lingers. A TikTok user named Divine Pisces 444 posted clips claiming a portal opened in front of her house and that extraterrestrials visited. She's shared multiple videos insisting the visitors are aliens.
In 2021, and it's just been non-stop. 3 houses they arrived to. Ours was the first house, a couple houses down, and then further down the road because we heard the doorbell ring. I don't have a doorbell. It was some type of signal they gave that they were there. You understand what I'm saying? This is my security camera, you guys. Pick it up.
Her voice is clearly shaken, and you can really hear the fear and anxiety in her tone. The video has gone viral, sparking tons of speculation online, with people weighing in on whether aliens might actually exist. What's your take on her experience? A strange glowing light was recently caught on camera in the skies over China, and it didn't look like anything ordinary. While some people think it could be natural, or maybe the result of city lights or a projection, others aren't convinced. The unusual glow has led to theories ranging from secret government projects to possible extraterrestrial activity, leaving viewers debating what it really was. In this security camera video from West Bromwich, England, a viewer captured something strange. A person in a reflective hoodie is jogging when a spooky, ghost-like figure appears from the other side. Both continue jogging, but the ghostly figure disappears halfway through the clip. The footage is raw, so it hasn't been manipulated, sparking thoughts about the supernatural and the possibility that such entities might exist alongside us. Skinwalkers are shape-shifting creatures that can take the form of any being and live among us. In this footage, someone captured a dog on the street that looks normal at first, but on closer inspection, something seems off, especially in the eyes. Many who saw the video think it could be a skinwalker trying to imitate a dog, but not quite getting it right. If that's the case, the woman nearby definitely needs to be cautious. What do you think? A hiker was walking through a quiet forest when he spotted a bunny frozen in the middle of the path. As he stepped closer, the entire forest went silent, and then he suddenly heard something. He heard a weird noise coming from the trees and got scared, deciding to leave the forest. Some say it could have been a skinwalker, a creature that lures people deeper into the woods. The sound seemed to call out, "Help me," which made him flee. But what was really behind it? Urban Ghosts. Urban Exploration is a channel dedicated to uncovering the forgotten, the abandoned, and the eerie. Its hosts have earned a reputation for venturing into places most people would never dare to enter. Driven by curiosity, intuition, and an unrelenting desire to reveal what hides in the shadows, they took their adventures one step further this night, using the Randonautica app, which provides random coordinates to see where chance might guide them.
But I would like to start this with a prayer. I'm wearing my hat. I don't want bats in my hair. There's bats flying all over this place. Would you like to start this with a prayer? I think that's really a good idea. Whew. Dear Heavenly Father, Jesus Christ, please be with us tonight. We don't know what we're about to go to, so please give us protection. Please protect all who watch this video as well. Through you, Christ, we know that all things are possible.
Before heading out, they paused to say a quiet prayer, their words careful and intentional, an acknowledgement that the places they searched for might contain more than just decay and silence. But their first few tries proved frustrating, with the coordinates leading only to ordinary suburban streets and brightly lit houses, far from the haunting, abandoned settings they were hoping to find.
Welcome to another episode of Urban Ghost, Urban Exploration. Now, Rob and I decided, so many people were asking us to do this Randonautica app, see where it takes us. But we went to 4 locations and they were all creepy. But then the 5th time that we did it, it took us to, like, in the middle of nowhere and down this road. And there's an abandoned, like, trailer behind us. Now, I don't know what to expect. Rob doesn't know what to expect. We were very reluctant to, alright. So there's this field, but there's a house back there, and it's obviously occupied. Very odd. Okay, so the first place is kind of a bust, so...
But it did say creepy, that is a creepy place.
Right.
So it's not like the experiment's still going on.
Right.
It still fits the criteria.
It fits the criteria, so we're gonna try a new place. Now, the way this works, again, guys...
Like, this is the app. Like, look how weird that looks.
Right. And then it tells you to concentrate on what you're thinking. So we're gonna concentrate on. Whoa, bro, that is a creepy place. Look at that one. People live there, man. Wow. How do you live in there with no walls on the side? I mean, really? I mean, wait a second. Look at that house. That house is like halfway up on cinder blocks. Are we here?
Yeah, it's this spot right here.
It took us here, guys. Private property. Wait a second. It probably took us to this place. Back there. What is that? I think that's where it's taking us. Yeah, that's it.
That looks crazy.
Okay, now.
Do you think that's a beam?
I don't know, man.
It's really hard to say.
Alright, so this is the location it took us to now. The problem is that we can't tell if it's abandoned now, but it does look like the grass is cut, so...
The string of dead ends started to wear down their excitement, yet they refused to give up. Each failed stop only intensifying their hunger for an encounter that would truly unsettle them.
Guys, so it's now dark, and we went to 3 places now. They all were occupied, so I don't know what it was about these places that it took us to, but we're on our way to our 4th location. Now, I gotta tell you, it's a little creepy, and I could be just being paranoid, but that car behind us pulled out at our last location, and it's been behind us ever since.
Really creepy looking spots.
I know, man, and I'm worried about that car still behind us. Like, you know, that's what they say in this app, like, you know, I mean, I know, are we being followed? Or is it, you know, but what's weird about it, to be honest with you, for me, is the fact that
those cities as well, like really long drives.
Yeah.
This is cool.
Why does it seem like we're in the middle of nowhere? Like, wherever this place is taking us, man, is definitely like in an area that...
As night settled in, the atmosphere inside the car thickened with unease. Their headlights cut across endless stretches of desolate road, deep in what they referred to as off-the-grid territory. Then, in the rearview mirror, another set of headlights appeared, steady, unwavering, and far too deliberate to dismiss as chance. The vehicle mirrored their every move, turning when they turned, accelerating when they accelerated. Whether it was an actual pursuit or just paranoia playing tricks in the dark, the sense of being followed pressed heavily on them.
Wait, this is it? What is that? It's just the woods, bro.
No, there's a mailbox there. Or a wall. What used to be a mailbox.
Oh. So this is where the Randonautica took us on our 5th attempt. Okay. Hey, there's a place right there. Look. That's an abandoned house. Dude, it's freaky right now. Guys, this is so weird. Okay, we're gonna do this, I guess. Alright, so the lawn is not cut. Alright, and this is it.
Yeah, I just don't think anybody lives here. This is creepy. Why would it bring us here?
And there's an abandoned, like, trailer behind us. Now, I don't know what to expect. Rob doesn't know what to expect. We were very reluctant to get out of the car.
Finally, the app guided them onto a lonely, overgrown road that led to a property left to ruin. A corroded trailer leaned off to one side, while a battered, neglected house loomed ahead. The most menacing spot they had reached all night. They paused at the edge, debating their next move, as the weight of the silence seemed to press in from every direction.
Alright, so we're about to embark on a journey here that we don't know what we're about to walk up to.
I don't know, man. This place is creepy. This road's creepy. It's so dark back here.
Yeah.
Can you see anything on the power box?
I mean, there's stuff still hanging on the pole.
so hard to tell with these places, dude.
Alright, we're really proceeding here very slowly.
Approaching the house felt like stepping into a place abandoned by time itself. Then, suddenly and without warning, the silence broke.
Rob, I heard something in the house. I don't know if it was somebody, but I heard like a boom. Excuse me, that smell is... You heard a bang in there, right? Yeah.
From within the dark, silent house came a sudden, jarring crash, like something heavy had been dropped or hurled across the floor. They froze in place, straining their ears and eyes against the shadows. When nothing revealed itself, they crept forward carefully, only for the uneasy quiet to shatter once again moments later.
What is that? That was a scream. That was a scream. Car, just go to the car, go to the car. There's somebody by that fence back there, bro. Somebody, and they're coming this way. They're coming this way. Let's go. Hold on. They got a ways to go.
From beyond the edge of the property, a scream ripped through the night, raw, distant, and impossible to pinpoint. As one of them turned toward the sound, their eyes caught it. A shadowy figure, almost swallowed by the darkness, standing still near the fence and staring straight at them. That was all it took. Instinct kicked in, and they quickly began to pull back.
Sitting down the road there, just watching us with its lights on, but now there's a problem. My camera stopped working entirely. Now I have 2 brand new batteries. Wait, maybe it'll go on now. Okay.
Work?
Okay. All of a sudden it just started working. We were sitting out here for like 10 minutes trying to figure this out.
The camera in their hands abruptly shut down. No signal, no power, only to spring back to life a few minutes later with no explanation at all.
Look, it keeps coming back. See that, guys? Okay. All right. Now, I don't know what we experienced just now, but what happened was we were at the house. Look at this, just sitting there. It turns around and then it comes back and then it shines its lights on us. And now, and I'm freaking out because the car keeps coming back now. You can see the headlight. See, look, he just turned around again. Look, there he is again. Okay. Look, now he's going that way. Yep, same car. He'll come back. Hold on, guys. We'll be right back. And I don't understand this. Like, man, see, here he comes again. You could see the taillights at the end of the street turn around, and then a car keeps coming. I'm gonna show them. I keep showing you guys in case there's a dead end. There's a car that rides up and down the street continuously, and it's got their high beams on us.
The same car that had shadowed them before returned, circling past again and again. Its high beams slashed through the darkness, at times fixed directly on them. The repetition felt intentional, a wordless game designed to rattle their nerves.
Can you tell us one about this house? Tell us about this place. Is there anything going on there? And who's in the car? See if you could tell us about that. Who's in the car? And more importantly, who was by the fence? Who? Can you tell us about the house? Maybe we should shut the car off just to get the engine noise. Who's in that car that keeps coming down the block? Who is by the fence? Looking, it said looking. Why were they looking at us? Were they waiting for us? Who's in the car?
Desperate for answers, they opened the Necrophonic app, asking about the house, the figure by the fence, and the car that kept circling. What came through were only disjointed fragments, vague, broken words that gave no real explanation, only deepening the sense of dread.
All right, guys, so That's the same car. Now, I don't know what to expect here. I do know this much. This was fun. I wish I could have got into that place, but you know what? We don't go in places that are locked up. We just don't do that. Don't know the story of the place. Like, yeah, here it comes. He just turned around and now he's coming back again.
By the time they left, they had way more questions than answers. What made that noise in the house? Who screamed out in the woods? And who was that figure standing there in the dark, watching them? Whatever it was, the truth is still out there on that abandoned property. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can stay updated with our latest videos.